Have you ever asked what you needed to do to get promoted, been told, and then executed on it and more? And then, when it got time to learn about whether you're promoted or not, got some lame excuse as to why you weren't going to get promoted after all? Not your turn, not enough money, not enough time in the role, etc. If you know exactly what it takes to get promoted and are getting the best advice on this and people are following through, skip this episode and come back for the next one. But if, like me, you wonder if a lot of the advice you're getting is wrong or incomplete, stick around. In today's episode of No More Illusions, we will reveal why asking people for advice on how to get promoted can yield mixed results. We'll share how you can tell the difference between advice that works and advice that sounds good but doesn't get the job done. Welcome to No More Illusions, the show that helps you see clearly so you can soar. I'm your host, Joe Kwon, the Connection Counselor. Today's illusion is to get promoted, you should ask directly what you need to do. The problem with that, and I mentioned in one of my previous episodes, someone that I coached who did this and it didn't work out for him, he asked advice, is that not all advice is good advice. And only advice that will be what I like to call a promotion precursor will help you get promoted. Now, what do I mean by that promotion precursor? It sounds so technical. It's actually quite simple, and I think you know what it is already if you've been following along with my path to promotion framework. So as a reminder, when I was working on my framework for path to promotion, I ended up with two pillars for what always needed to happen for people to get promoted. A, that the people in power must pick you, and B, that the processes to get you promoted must be followed. Now, these aren't sequential, it's not chronological, it's just both need to be in place. Now, all the promotion precursors it's just a fancy way to help me remember that it's precursor, that there are things that have to happen for either A or B to happen. So to be a little bit more explicit, there's promotion precursors that make it more likely that the people in power will pick you. And I share 3 of those. And in the framework for the second part, there's promotion precursors that you can consider for the processes to get you promoted, the processes that need to be complied with to get you promoted. So, for example, to make it a little bit more concrete, one of the precursors for people to pick you is belief, right? That they have the belief that you should get the promotion, that they have the belief that you're going to do well if you do get promoted. Now, notice something interesting about this precursor, and this is why considering the precursors is actually pretty helpful. I said it's the belief that has them pick you. It's not the reality, right? They don't know. How can they know with any real reality or accuracy whether that belief is true or not? In fact, you probably don't even know whether it's true or not. You just know how confident you feel, and they just kind of know their perception of whether you can do it or not. The reality, well, we'll all find out together later whether you can or cannot do the job. But that's not the standard, right? It's important to understand that the standard is not all the things you've learned that are going to make it more likely for you to be able to do it. And I'm not saying ignore that or that it's not important, but I'm saying for the purposes of getting promoted and for the purposes of being picked, that reality has nothing to do with those people picking you. It's their belief. So once you understand that, you can start to work on things that will make it more likely for you to get picked rather than spending a lot of time on things that you think will get you picked or that other people will tell you you need to do or need to have or need to be to get picked. But actually, let's say, only apply to what they think and they're one person out of 7, or don't actually apply at all. It's just what they honestly think or dishonestly think. But what actually is required is belief and other things for people to pick you. So this should really change your approach to thinking about how promotion really works. It doesn't matter how much value you provide or how qualified or overqualified or underqualified you are. If a person who has the power to pick you doesn't believe that you can do it, you're not getting picked. So again, the illusion today is to get promoted, you should ask directly what you need to do. The reality is, not all advice is good advice. Only advice that will be a promotion precursor will help you get promoted. So if you know what really works and you're skeptical and apply your own analysis to the advice you're getting, you'll be much better off at doing the things and thinking about the things that are going to help you get promoted. If you're enjoying the show and this special series on Path to Promotion, please follow us on Spotify. It helps more people find us. No matter what anyone else tells you, again, all promotions have one thing in common. They require the people with the power to pick you and follow any required processes. To find out more, visit the No More Illusions website at nomoreillusions.lovable.app, where you'll find resources including Path to Promotion, my self-paced online course for anyone whose advancement has stalled and they're not sure why. By the way, the first module is free, so you can try it out and see if you like it. Have a question or story to share? I'd love to hear from you. Email me at joe@connectioncounselor.com. Thanks for listening to No More Illusions. I'm Joe Kwon, the Connection Counselor. Take care and remember, clarity reveals, illusion steals.